Yo, what it do, Sooner fans? This is your host, Jay Heasy, formerly number 27 on the field, but always number 1 in your hearts. Here with me today, you know who it is, my right-hand man, number 9 on the field, our captain, senior and fearless leader, the Brayden Weight Room, Willie Willis. This is the podcast on the prairie. Be Willie.
Jay.
A lot of emotions going on last night. It was a sight to see. I think I gave you a hug like 4 times.
Oh man, it was a surprise. I didn't expect it. Well, I knew you were gonna be there, but like it always I was just minding my business. I don't even know what I was doing, and then you just tapped me. I was like, "Who just tapped me?" And then I saw you. It was good to see you, man. You look good.
Yeah, I was with my date, and
I was trying to figure out if that was her. She was the one behind.
Yeah, she was the one behind me.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I figured it was her because she was looking in our direction and she's just smiling. Mm-hmm. But I didn't want to be like,
Yeah, I would have introduced you, but you were like in a rush and coming off the field. I was like,
yeah, they were like rushing me back and forth. Yeah. I was like, I don't know where to go.
I didn't even get a chance. What was that? What award were you getting the first time you ran off? Because you came off, and then it was like you and EG, and then y'all came back on the field.
Yeah,
was that like the Don? Was that the Don Key? I think I missed that.
Yeah, it was the Don Key.
Okay. Yep. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I think they say that's one of the most important, if not the most important award you can get as a journeyman for OU, someone who's represented in all areas on and off the field. And to share that award with you, I was one of the recipients last year. You are this year. I'm glad we have that in common. 2 good guys that run a good podcast winning the same award is
right?
It's just, it's exactly just right.
It's
the right thing to do. This podcast is greatly supported by Plainview Legal Group.
Plainview Legal Group is owned and operated by married couple Haley and Travis Dennis. Haley and Travis are both Sooner grads and have 5 degrees between them from OU. Jay, that's more than both of us combined.
Definitely. They do it all in property and business law. This includes eminent domain, inverse condemnation, real estate transactions, oil and gas title examination, adverse possession, quiet title, and other boundary disputes. Plainview Legal Group also handles estate planning and probate, from simple wills to proving undue influence.
Jay, I'm going to be honest. I don't really know what anything you said means, which is why it's important to have attorneys who fight tirelessly to protect you.
Haley and Travis are also great people. They've been amazing partners of the podcast, so when we recommend them, it really is genuine.
They're offering listeners a free consultation, so visit their website at www.plainviewlegal.com. Give them a call at 405-310-0183. or email them at info@plainviewlegal.com.
It can be daunting facing legal issues and finding someone you can trust to fight for you. Plainview Legal Group takes all stress out of this process. We're very thankful for their support, so check them out. Please see show notes for important disclaimer information. That was my booth thing next to me. We got a lot of compliments. I'll have to tell you about how. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and tell you, bro, because I'm not even going to spare it. So you remember last time on our last recording, I was like, she doesn't listen to the pod.
She's going to be my girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
she I knew this was,
I knew this was going to happen, right? So she didn't listen to it. And my plan was, no, nobody sent it to her. My plan was, I'm like, somebody's going to take this information and come up to us and ask us during the game. I was like, it's just going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. But sure enough, bro, someone I was sitting next to Joe John's wife. Well, I was sitting around her, right? Joe John Finley. And her brother was like, yo, y'all doing some great stuff on the pod. And me, I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And he was like, has she listened? And I was like, no. And she was like, what do you mean? Because remember, I told her, I have a surprise for you. And so, bro, literally the whole third quarter, she's sitting there for about half an hour trying to go through the recording, figure out where it's at. She's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She's talking to Kaylee's brother. She's like, what? And then eventually, because I couldn't remember where I said it, I was just like, I know I said something, but I don't remember where it was. So, long story short, I have Kaylee's brother tell her, and she's sitting there blushing. And it was a good night. So,
very smooth indeed.
That's what I will say. I think I might have outkicked my coverage a little bit. Might have turked that thing, but
maybe.
It was a great time, bro. But let's ask about you, man. This is your senior night follow up. How do you feel, bro? Like how was the night? Was it with everything you thought and more, less? Talk to me.
You know, this is my second senior night, so I would have to say now this is gonna be weird. All right, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It was not what I thought it was gonna be because I've already experienced a senior night, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And really, I told the guys this when we had our little talk, in the hotel last night. I was like, I really don't care nothing about senior day. Like, forget senior day, the other word though, and I was like, all I care about is winning this game. I don't care about none of that other stuff. Like, I'm not going to be, emotional, nothing like that. Like, I don't care about none of that. I just want to win this game, So I definitely, don't get me wrong, I definitely enjoyed my time, and I love the way they did it this year. I felt like BV and them did a great job of, honoring the seniors and the festivities and everything. But, I was just more so focused on the actual game and, coming out with a win and, coming out well, that I guess it didn't get lost, but because I definitely enjoyed my time being with my family and, the whole festivities around it. But I definitely think that it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
I think to a certain extent, honestly, that's how it has to be. And I think that's what I was alluding to last week when I said you may not understand now, but when it's all over and when it's all said and done, you'll look back and be proud of your efforts. It's hard you can't reflect while you're in the moment. You can just enjoy the moment. So I think you guys did it the right way. I think you did it the right way. Obviously, you got the win. So at the end of the day, man, that's all that matters, because nobody wants to look back on their senior night and say that they lost. So,
man,
I'm glad you made up for my comment about Sanders last year.
I got your back, Jay.
Hey, bro, I was like, y'all gotta get him, bro. Like, I can't let this man get me and B Willie too. Like,
our defense was after him, man. Our defense played well. Shout out to the boys on D.
They did a great job flying around the ball. We'll talk about a little bit of them a little bit later, but I'm glad I could share part of your senior moment with you in terms of your family. I hadn't seen your family in a while, so to be able to hug your mom, your sister.
They were looking for you after the game. We were looking for you after the game to take a post-game picture.
Yeah, I was looking for you. I couldn't find y'all.
We were like on a 40, opposite 40 in the little family section.
Was that where everybody was crowded up around, like putting up the one and everything and singing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
That's where I
was. Okay. I was in the middle of the field. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Because I low-key feel bad, but I'm like, you know what? It's his night. Like, I ain't.
They were talking about stuff. They always talk about the pictures after the game, and he's not gonna come over and take no picture. I was like, yeah, y'all got to get on, J. Hall.
I was on the opposite 40, looking for you on that side and over.
We were trying to look for you, but I thought you had probably left or something at that point. So I was like, yeah, he probably went in or something. It's probably too cold for him.
Yeah, nah, it honestly, it wasn't even that cold.
It wasn't that cold. I was good with it.
Yeah, pregame, I sent out a tweet. I was like, who's got the sweet tickets? And to a certain extent, I was kidding, but I was also like,
serious.
I'd appreciate it. Like, I think You know, you can never go wrong with a suite. But also, like, Kaylee Finley, Joe John's wife, she treated us well, bro. Like, we had blankets, we had drinks, we had it all. I was snuggled up next to my boo. I was like, I'm cozy. Like, I'm good. I like this fan experience. And y'all were winning. It was like 28-3 in the first quarter. I'm like, oh, this is how it should be. Like, let's go.
No doubt.
You guys, the holidays are coming, and it's time to think about shopping for those special women in our lives.
You know, for me, I have a lot of special women in my life. My mom, my auntie, my granny, my sisters, you know, and I'm really close with family, so they hold a very special place in my heart.
Hey, y'all heard me talk about my shawty that came with me last game, but don't nobody come over mama, you know what I'm saying?
These women in our lives and in your lives are too important to wait to shop last minute for. Thankfully for you guys, we have a sponsor here to make your life easier and make you boyfriend, son, husband, or whatever of the year.
Sealy Designs make homemade jewelry that has meaning. Each piece is beautiful and unique, and it's made by a mother-daughter team who are Sooner fans and listeners of the podcast.
Everything they do is ethically sourced, which is rare in this day and age of jewelry. Plus, their pieces are made to be generational and passed down in the family.
They gifted us custom necklaces with our mom birthstones to give them for the holiday. My mom is getting a ruby necklace that manifests courage, good fortune, and love.
My mom is getting a peridot, which brings focus and clarity and opens the heart to love.
Dang, Brayden. We really have the Son of the Year award on lock for real.
Yeah, we do. Thanks to Sealy Designs, and they could do the same for all of our listeners.
Check out their website at www.sealydesigns.com. That's SEELYE designs.com. Plus, if you use the code Prairie at checkout, you get 15% off.
The holidays should be a breeze for the podcast community thanks to Sealy Designs. Fellas, get it done for the special women with Sealy.
Hey, speaking of that, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit nervous when we were up that much that fast.
Man, we kind of exploded. That was, I mean, other than my fumble, everything was going right for us. And that was such a fluke situation, man. I'm so mad about that. I was like in between hurdling or running them over. And then I was like, this is a tone setter right here, so I'm going to run him over. And then he, like, belly flopped in front of me and put his helmet right on the ball. Yeah. And then, like, he got, like, one of my arms. So, for the fans, what happened, he, almost belly flopped in front of me. He got so low, and, like, he hit one of my arms, and that's why the ball came out like that. And then when it came out like that, it rolled, like, 15 yards, and I was like, no. I'm like, no. I was like, no way. And then I was like, maybe I was down. And then the replay came up, and I was like, oh, no.
Nah, bro. It was not close.
No, it wasn't.
It was funny because, like, the fans were like, maybe he was down. And then they replayed it, and you fumbled. They were all like, oh.
I stood on the field. I was like, maybe I was down. Me and Joe John were looking at it. We looked at it. Not close. Oh, man. Yeah. So then I went to the bench, and they're like, everybody's like, you know what they're going to do? They're going to be trying to hit you low, da-da-da-da-da. I said, yep, I'm hurdling someone. I don't care. I said, the next time I get the ball, if I see someone even remotely, like, duck their head, I'm hurdling someone. And so I caught the ball, literally the next drive, the first play of the drive, I catch the ball, and I'm running, dudes, you know, coming at me at an angle. And I literally see this. And as soon as I saw that head jump, I jumped.
So it took a low light to get a highlight.
No doubt. Yeah. Because I was thinking, I was on the bench like, dude, I hurdled that dude and I'm scoring. I hurdled, bro.
Or at least hit a Trey Millard. Yeah.
Bro, Marvin had his dude blocked up. Like, if I hurdle dude, I'm scoring. I think I'm scoring like I run over him. I thought I was scoring anyways, but I'm like, if I hurdle him, I'm definitely scoring, you know? So I was like, yeah, nah, I got to do it. So that's why I did it. I ended up paying for it though, because I came down hard on my heel. I was like, dang.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got up. Like you more than cleared him.
Now, Jay, you know I got bunnies now. I think everybody forgets that in high school, like I used to be able to 360 windmill and behind the back and do all types of stuff. Like I got bunnies now. I went to state for high jump now. Your boy can get up. Like just because I put on the little pounds. Yeah, I went to state in high jump. Like
wait, what was your high jump?
6'8".
Oh dang! No, you got me beat. My highest was like 6'2".
Yeah.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah, your boy, and that was with no training. I was just jumping.
Yeah.
But your boy got a little bounce now. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how big I am, I can still get up. And I was like, I came over to the sideline after we scored, and everybody was like hyping me up, and I was like, yeah. I don't know if I really should have hurdled him because he didn't really go low. And they're like, no, you jumped over him like standing up, like dang near. Yeah. I was like, oh, well. I was like, well, oh well. And honestly, I stood up. That was the hardest part about it. I stood up too.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I jumped over him, I got hit, but I like kept my balance. I stood on my feet, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then
people, yeah. I don't know if I told you this, but after my Texas hurdle. The landing is hard, bro. Like if you get hit, the landing is hard. Especially this late in the season. The ground is cold.
Oh yeah.
You know, you might be a little stiff.
No doubt. Grass might be a little slick. Yeah.
Hey, you did it though, bro. Kudos to you.
Appreciate
y'all went down and scored on that drive.
Yeah,
right?
That was the drive. That was like kind of kick-started that drive. It was 21-0, and we had just I had just fumbled. Defense had got a stop, so it was like a momentum like grabber again. You know, we had momentum. Then mine kind of like we lost a little bit. Then defense got the 3 and out. So then that's a little momentum. Then after that, kick started the drive, and then we'll go down and score. So
yeah, well, don't feel too bad about the fumble. Even Jay Hall has fumbled, but I didn't lose my fumble though.
I know. I was like, maybe I could get back on it, but it was so far down. It was like 15 yards down the field. I was like, no. Yeah. And then I was like looking to see if anybody else was down there. It was like 3 OK State players. I was like, yeah, it's no good.
It's all right, bro. You can't unscramble scrambled eggs, right?
I mean, the rest of the game, I had a couple catches after that, and really, could have had some more, but they were just heating us up the whole time. They were just bringing pressure the whole time, like max 0 and like one blitz and all that stuff. So they're just
talk about the game some more. I was please don't be mad at me, Sooner Nation. I was just having a good time. I was booed up. I was saying hi and hugging kids and kissing babies and that type of deal. So I didn't get a chance to watch much after the first 20 minutes of the game.
Now it's time to take a break to tell you guys about our friends at Freebird Grooming. If you need a gift for the man in your life and that man happens to be bald, look no further than Freebird.
They are proudly supporting their hair-free customers and their journey to baldhood. Hey, look, B. Willie, I know you're not there in your career yet, but just know, bald is beautiful, my brother.
I completely agree. Like we said last podcast, some of the best men that we know are bald, including you. I didn't really realize the struggle of shaving your head, being bald, until our partnership with Freebird. They taught me that shaving your head with the old school razor is the way of the past. Razors were designed to shave flat surfaces and not curved domes. Avoid painful nicks and cuts with a shaver actually designed for the head. Razors shave too close, often under the skin, so hair comes back as uncomfortable, irritating, ingrowns.
That's where Freebird and their Flex Series electric shaver comes into play. The Flex Series shaves 50% more hair in a single stroke compared to old school razors. Baby smooth shaves in 3 minutes or less, and it's waterproof, so you can use it wet or dry.
Freebird hooked us up with care packages to give to someone in our lives, and I gave it to my dad.
Bro, I gave it to a friend of mine, and you can do the same to a bald friend in your life by going to myfreebird.com/prairie. When you go there, you'll automatically get 20% off your order. That's myfreebird.com/prairie for 20% off today. How did you feel about the overall performance of the team that night? Just the energy, the emotions. How did you feel about the guys?
I'm proud of the guys, man. like I said in the senior meeting, I was like, I don't care nothing about that other stuff. Like, I mean, not in the senior meeting, in the team meeting. I don't care nothing about that other stuff. I just, if y'all want to do me a favor, if y'all want to do me a solid, you know, for senior night, let's just go out there and whoop their tail. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go out there and win.
Mm-hmm.
And so guys came out playing inspired and hungry, and you know, I'm just super proud of them. Defense played great. Offense, we had a lull there in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, probably could have ran the ball a little bit better, but you know, it's football. Both sides make adjustments. You know, it happens. We got to be better, but obviously the first half shows us how good we can be when we're clicking on all cylinders. But the first half, I was extremely proud of us. I mean, we broke all types of records in the first half. I think we had 300 yards in not first half, first quarter. We had 300 yards in the first quarter. And
DG had like 220, I think.
Yeah.
That was a record. Yeah.
220 through the air. And, you know, Drake had 6 receptions in the first quarter. And, you know, we're you know, doing all types of good stuff in the first quarter.
Can you talk about the stall? You mentioned you guys stalled in the second half. So y'all put up 28 points first quarter. Didn't have too much momentum going on after that. You know, a couple plays here, a couple plays there. Do you blame, or I wouldn't say blame, that's a bad choice of words. Would you credit that to their defense and their adjustments, or would you say that's you guys? How do you look at that situation?
They definitely made adjustments. There's definitely some stuff, you know, that they're doing differently.
Yeah,
and then
that's fair.
I think no team that we play in the Big 12 or really in Power 5 football, really college football at all, is going to just sit there and lay down, you know, especially if they're a solid program like that. But they definitely made adjustments. And then I just think a lot of it is what it was, you know, majority of the year. We were kind of shooting ourselves in the foot some of the times, you know, penalties. We had a penalty when Marv made a big third down catch. And we just got to be more efficient. We got to be more efficient on third downs. And that's really the biggest thing. We got to be more efficient on third downs. We can stay on the field, take our defense off the field, or keep our defense off the field a lot longer. You know, that game is a different ball game. Oh, I mean, we won
more of a blowout than what it was.
Yeah, we're beating them by, it's like 40-10, maybe 40-3. You know, so.
But the good thing I will say about all that is that this is what it looks like when the offense doesn't have to do it alone.
Right.
You know,
no doubt.
I
complimented. They definitely complimented us. So.
Over the past few years, you know, traditionally we've had, you know, fans know this, Baker, Kyler, Jay Hurts, their offense is scoring 50, 40 plus, 35, guaranteed almost every single game.
Right.
But then you blame the defense for letting up just as many points, and now we got a ball game. You know, this is what it looks like when the offense, you know, hits his hot spot. You know, because honestly, let's be real. You're not going to be hot all the time. You know, you're going to be hot all. Like, it wouldn't be a football game if nobody ever made any adjustments. You know, it's the same thing in life. It's like you're not going to have your best day every single day, all day. Like, so it'd be unrealistic to expect the same thing of, you know, you players. Right. And I think the defense did a great job of just constantly, like, no matter what happened, just we're going to keep showing up. We're going to keep showing up.
Oh,
we're going to keep making plays.
So many sacks, so many QB hurries and tackles for losses. I mean, our defense, interceptions, like 4, I think we had. I mean, our defense was relentless last night, and, you know, all credit to them, man. They played their tails off. They played a lot of snaps too. We did as well. You know, we knew that because they play tempo, we play tempo. We knew we were going to have a bunch of snaps on both sides of the ball. But I was just gonna say, I talked to David Webu after the game, and he said he did 101. 101. Yeah, I think they had like 105, and he played majority of the game. So
I don't to put this in perspective, because I know Alex is like, that sounds like a lot, but I don't know what that really is. Jay Hall rarely ever played more than 50 snaps.
Yeah.
Brayden too last year. Like, it's so to play,
we would get like 30 or 40 snaps last year a piece. Well, not even that, really. It'd probably be less than that. We averaged, what, 50, 55, 60 snaps last year?
Probably about like 60, 70 somewhere. Well, you talking about us or like a whole offense?
Offense. I'm talking about offense in general. I think we only averaged 55, 60 snaps. We didn't have that many snaps last year.
I mean, regardless, it's not 102. It's not 105.
Yeah, I know for a fact that, I mean, throughout this year, but that's what happens when you run tempo. I know. Right.
The
first couple games, I was averaging around 80. Last game versus West V, I had 70, high 70s. So
that's a lot of plays, bro.
Oh, I know.
I don't know if it's a lot of plays because I guess my position is different. I'm not in every single time, but the point of me saying all this is that they were out there a lot and did their job just as much.
Great.
So
yeah,
I'm proud of you guys in the way that you have handled the adversity up to this moment, because I feel like last night was just a wholesome win. One for the seniors, one for the fans. Like I was talking to Bob last night, Stoops, and he was just like, we needed that one, and I was talking to Joe Castiglione and Prez and a couple of other guys, Josh Norman, Curtis, and everyone else with ties to the program. And we all felt the same vibe. I'm sure you guys did. Like we just needed that one at home. We needed one to smile. We needed a good one to send Sooner, the home fans. We need to send them on a high note as well as you guys.
No doubt.
So I'm glad that, I'm glad you don't disagree.
Wholeheartedly. And, that might be the last Bedlam game for a while. So that, or maybe ever. I mean, you look at Texas and Texas A&M, I don't think they've played since they stopped the rivalry, and I don't know how OK State feels about it, but I remember hearing something at the beginning of the season that if we, move to the SEC, which it's already a done deal, they don't really want to continue the series, but that trophy, that thing is coming home with us. That thing's staying in, it's going to be in our new facility. It's here to stay. That's ours now.
Hey, we got the bragging rights, man. We got the silverware, so no, if they ever want a chance of getting it back, even just a chance, they're going to have to come holler at us. They're going to have to call up Joe C, be like, can we please have a chance? Please.
I'm glad they got their little 1 year of having it. Now they're not going to see it for however many years. Yeah.
Poor Okie State fans. Man, that's got to be. Honestly, if I was their athletic director, I wouldn't want to reschedule us either. It's not like the odds are in our favor.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, I saw a tweet earlier today. Mike Gundy is like less than 300 versus the Sooners, if that, maybe a quarter.
Yeah, it's probably worst percentage versus an opponent for sure.
Ooh, poor guy. Anyways, also, brother, I'm glad. Oh yeah, what's up? What you got?
Side note, talking about the game, bro. Yeah, everything was working against me. The night before, I think I had like a stomach bug or something like that, bro. I was like throwing up and like, using the restroom all night, dog. Like I was up to like 1. Like, I don't know. I must have ate something bad.
Let the record show.
Oh,
B. Willie.
Yeah.
Had some adversity on scene.
I had a little
actually,
adversity.
You know what that reminds me of? When I threw up versus halftime. Yeah, at halftime versus OU Texas.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do.
And then Riley went and told the whole team.
Yeah, I felt good. I felt good the day of.
I bet.
But
light, huh?
Yeah.
That's how you made that hurdle.
I was just worried. I was just worried that I was gonna be dehydrated. Because fluids and stuff. But I was hydrating like crazy too. I took don't shame me, all right? All y'all environmentalists, I'm for the environment too. But this circumstance. This was an extreme circumstance to call for extreme measures. So I went and got like, I don't know, like 12 bottles of water, probably more than that. And I was just like, bro, I was just so worried about being dehydrated. I knew we were going to play a lot of snaps. They play tempo. We play tempo. I was watching film, and they had at least 5 games over 90 snaps, right?
Yeah. So
I'm like, if we play tempo, we already play a high amount of snaps. They play tempo. We're going to have a high amount of snaps in this game. I'm thinking like it could be like 110, 120 if it's a good game. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just hydrate, get a whole bunch of water in there.
Yeah. I'm glad the boo-boo didn't bring you down.
It didn't. It can't bring me down.
Hey, man. Well, I'm glad senior night went well. I don't know if I've said it enough, but I had a great time. Another thing that I thought was cool, our boy Turk. Hey. Proposed. I saw that ESPN made the tweet about it this morning, and it said something about OU football player proposes to his girlfriend. And I was like, All-American, national champion, multiple Big 12 champ gets proposed to by Oklahoma punter Turk. That is what should be the title. Excuse me. Like, no I love Turk and all, but let's recognize who wears the pants in the athletic relationship. Okay.
No doubt. I completely agree.
I'm like, bro, you literally outpunted your coverage on that one. But no, I'm happy. I'm happy for Turk. You know, I knew that was only a matter of time. Like,
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I remember when they first met at FCA, and they started, talking, and then, one thing leads to another. They're hanging out and stuff like that. So it's kind of been cool to see their relationship grow in different areas, publicly and privately. So that was cool. But honestly, for me, it's just another reminder, or was another reminder, that I was lonely. But hey, I'm in the I'm on my high horse now. I'm good.
Oh, okay, all right. I see you.
Oh man, no, I'm just messing. Turk's congratulations to Turk and Grace. Another thing that I want to talk about was the TikTok or video y'all made with the kid. Who is the kid? I'm out of the know. I think I'm becoming an old man because he said he was popular or something.
Fair. And I'm kind of out of the know as well. I just know that I don't know his name, so forgive me, TikTok world. I just know that he's famous for, every time someone loses, to be like, oh, so-and-so, what happened? And so
okay.
I was over there trying to get my shoe off in my pads because, and I was late in the locker room. My foot was hurting, and I was like, I need to get my pads off. So I was trying to get my pads off, and they were making it. So I wasn't even in the video. But there was so many people in there that if I was going to get in the back, you wouldn't have seen me anyway. So
yeah, there was a lot of people in the locker room.
Oh my God, so many.
Yeah.
And, they did the little, Oklahoma State, what happened? And yeah, it went viral and, all that good stuff. But that's what that was. I don't know how he got in the locker room. I don't know where he came from. I didn't know he was in the state of Oklahoma. It just happened. So that was pretty cool.
I thought it was so funny because somebody was mentioning it to me before the game. And then this morning I saw a picture of Lebby shaking his hand. I was like, it must be a little bit weird as a grown man to be shaking a kid's hand who's popular for saying what happened.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not judging the kid. I don't know anything about him, but I just was like, that's funny. But I mean, it was cool, bro. I'm glad. All that matters is you guys are happy and that, you guys won. And
very
a
happy
little bit of smack talk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Very happy locker room. So,
yeah. I could care less about anybody who wears orange in their feelings. So,
no doubt.
Next up on the itinerary, Beamer and the gang. Hey, now I'm not gonna lie, I was BSing a little bit last week when I chose the Gamecocks over Tennessee.
You did.
I just thought it sounded good, but they got that thing though. They won. Shout out to Seven. Shout out to
That boy
Beamer. I
had
need to send
6
him a text.
touchdowns. I sent him a text last night. Yeah, I sent Beamer a text last night telling him congrats. He said the same thing to us. And then, Spencer had 6, count them. And he did in the video. And he deserves it, man. It's 63-38, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong on the final score. But, yeah, they blew them boys out like that was bad. And I was like, Tennessee? They were like, yeah, your boy had a day. And I'm like, who? They're like, Spencer. I'm like,
yeah.
What'd he do? 6 touchdowns. Whoa. Okay. That's pretty cool, though.
It is so cool to see people who have worked for what they want get what they deserve. Because I've always, I'm always been an advocate of Beamer and hoping for him to be successful as he wants with that program, and to see him do it and mix up the whole college football playoff world. Like, it would have been crazy if Ohio State lost and Tennessee. Like,
yeah,
okay, like you just never know in college football. So
he's changing that program, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. He got there last year with, first full year. And then, they went 500 or, something close to it. Went bowling, that was, the previous year they weren't good at all, right?
Yeah.
He improved that season by a couple wins, went bowling. Okay, cool, nice little start. And now they're 7-4 with a chance to, go bowling again, finish out the, win next week, finish out the season, and get another win. They have a chance to hit 9 wins. So
yeah, honestly, bro, seeing Beamer and his development kind of gives me hope for y'all in the future. Especially in the SEC, and we all know South Carolina's talent for talent matchup isn't as good as almost half the teams in the SEC. It's a large, or not large, it's a great reminder of that. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. I tell people it does not matter the stars. It does not matter. Now, granted, you got Spencer Rattler there, who was a 5-star, but it's mostly about the heart and in your mindset and your will to show up. And so I know, Venables is getting his recruits, and you guys are where you are, and so on and so forth. But it's like you mentioned last week, the future of the program is in good hands, and you've played a great part in that. So
yes, sir.
Shout out to Beamer in the game. They're bowl eligible. The Sooners are going bowling as well. How do you feel about that? Or has it ever not been a thought? Like you never thought about not going bowling?
Never thought about it until, Coach said it this week, and I was like, yeah, no. It's like this, he's like, there's a lot at stake, and this stuff at stake every week, but we got 5 wins. We need another one, but we got 2 games left, and this will be the first time in 30 years the Sooners don't make a bowl game. I was like, oh no. But yeah, so it's definitely feeling relieved. It's definitely a good feeling. I get another game with the guys, and just grateful for that.
2 left.
Yes, sir.
2 left. Does that make you nervous to hear it out loud?
Nah, no. I just, like I said, I'm enjoying my time, one game at a time, and like I said, it don't make me nervous because I don't really have too many regrets, And like I told Coach when when I walked out the tunnel for senior night after they announced my name, we went over there. I shook his hand and dapped him up, gave him a hug, and I was like, man, Coach, I appreciate it. Like, I wouldn't have traded it for the world. Like, I had a chance to leave last year, but like that, the season didn't go the way that I was expecting it to, but that was my best decision to come back and, play for that man and, get this experience. So I wouldn't trade this experience for the world. So
I feel the exact same way, my boy. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the Sooners. I had a great time, Sooner Nation. I'm glad the last one in the Palace was a win. Looking forward to the game this coming week. Looking forward to the bowl game. And keep on supporting us through the very end of this season, y'all. We appreciate you. That is all we have for the podcast. Anything for the people, B. Willie?
Yeah, I just, want to say appreciate y'all for supporting all year, every game, no matter what the standings or the scores or, our record was. Y'all came out, y'all supported, y'all were loud last night. And we're just really appreciative, So thank y'all. Love y'all. And it was a pleasure playing in the Palace for the last time. So thank y'all.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, this is